Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for September 1st, 2021. We made it through August. Yay! If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 15. And if you add the 1 and the 5 together, you get the number 6. Now, you've noticed that when we sometimes switch months, the numbers will tend to back up in order to go forward. I always think of that as the cosmic regroup. We get a chance to kind of look at a few things again and take another breath and kind of decide, what's moving us and motivating us forward. So as the month changes, know that we have gone backwards into the number 6, and that brings sort of a contemplative and reflective moment into the emotional flows happening on so many levels. It is time today for embracing the stillness and the silence. There are moments when we just need to recharge our batteries, and this is that moment. I find that I try to do what the numerology suggests because we do not know what is around the corner on so many levels. Perhaps we need a calm, clear head for dealing with what is coming up in our world. Perhaps it is important to just try to cultivate moments of peace and inner solitude for our personal sanity and mental emotional health. Regardless, today is a great day to read a book, take a pause, or embrace the emptiness. Make it a lovely and peaceful day. The astrology today. The moon shifts out of curious Gemini and into homey Cancer as the clocks are just past the bewitching hour. We may notice that there is a very protective instinct that seems to arise that feels the need to stand up for and support those we love. Because of the positions of the Sun and Pluto, it can make fears arise for the safety of those we care for and make us feel either more agitated or invisible and not able to make a difference that we want. This in turn brings things long buried up to the surface for us to look at and address again. Know that while there are things we have control over, there are other things that we do not have control over. Don't get frustrated. Do those small things that can help us feel as if we are getting somewhere. Just remember that it is all about intention. Control over others is the intention to get your own way. Control over others with the intention to get your own way is manipulation. What is needed now is to do those things that serve and help others also find peace and clarity. My quote for today. Hear the voices of the birds and the beasts. Hear the calls for those striving for peace. Too many are afraid and too many are hurt. Too many are lost and too many are curt. Under the surface, all burned and charred, are all those wounds still red and scarred. It is up to us to review and heal. It is up to us to know when to bow our head and kneel. And my blog for today. Practicing gratitude for all that I have at this time. Practicing gratitude for this amazing life. Looking with wonder at the many memories accumulated. Looking with wonder at the peace I seem to have found. Life is always shifting. Life is a journey and a process of accepting what arises in each moment. I have been gifted in so many ways. I have been graced with so many memories. So much has happened is about embracing the life that is offered and taking those moments and finding ways to make them joyous and give meaning to the complex messages that each individual life is offered. We have to learn to relax and laugh at the bizarre events that happen in each life. We have to learn to accept the choices and the karma that others are learning to embrace. We have to learn that life is not about always what our mind tells us it is. We have to learn that minds will inflate, conflagrate, irritate, and escalate. The moment we recognize that truth, the faster karma loses its hold over us. We do not realize that it is our choices that allow the games of karma to continue. We feed the patterns of dysfunction and consequence. We have manifested this world and the suffering experience through our desire to understand power. We play with energy like a child plays with toys, but we forget that sometimes there are those that use people as those objects and toys. And that is where karma begins. Thanks, everyone.